It was much tougher when I was alive. Okay. Oh, I forgot my shoes. I forgot my shoes. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, of course that's right on the floor. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. Here we are again, and part three of Für Elise. It's been quite. I try to get it set up here so you can see the high note I have to play and the low note I have to play. And that's really not part of it, but it's the repeat. So, why did I make a big deal out of this? Let me just swing that up a second and turn this off. Sometimes that just makes too much light. Okay, now, here it is. It's very little. It's really not a whole lot. It looks like, why did you save a night for this, Jeff? Well, because it's got some, I said, it's not the notes, it's the counting that is the problem here. It's maintaining the meter. Now, if you can remember last night, we left off, our serial left off here. Remember, we had that big rotation with the left hand. So what happens after that? That's where we're interested in. I just hit that E, and as I remember I told you last night, get off him. Get off that E. Don't stay. Because the next note, an unaccented note, is the right hand playing the octave. And what's going to happen with that is you're going to have the octave. The top note is the third beat of the measure. So you're going to play the right hand. Then you have a biggie right here, followed by another octave in the right hand. So we have these three octaves. The big note, the important note being this one. That one. Okay? And there's that tag of that guy. Okay? Here's the arrow. I will show it to you right here. These are the three guys we're doing right here. Bum, ba, ba, ba. That's the first beat of the measure. We want to know that or we're going to lose the meter. So, right hand again, first. We just came off of this. I just want to play this so you can see where we were last time. Then watch my octaves. Watch how they come out. Okay? Not that hard to do, but yeah, it's very dynamic. The hands are really around. Some people have trouble with that because they don't clear that hand out of the way. You got to get that hand out of the way. He's heading up here, so get him on his way. But that thumb, the big thumb, very, very big deal is that thumb right here. Left hand thumb. As always, this will get posted up on Piano at 10. That thumb right there, okay? I'll do it again. I'll lead into it again. Okay? So we left off on the second beat, 2. All right. The next guy is this little left hand that sneaks in here and plays just 2, 1, 2, D sharp, E, D sharp, right here. That's all he's going to play. But the E is the accented note. Not heavily, but somewhat. Okay? We're almost done. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Okay? Now, is it going to be hard to get there? No, it's already going to be there. The hand is already going to be there. Watch me again. I'll play that first arrow. See how simple it is? Hand is already there. But you do have to maintain your count. I'll count it out loud so you can see what's going on here. I'll start on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... Okay? You can see where it can get a little dicey trying to keep that count going in your head. But if you start on the and 2 and on 3, I'm sorry, on 3 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, that's going to be the next note, by the way. I gave it away. Darn it. Hit the punchline. Because, okay, let's talk about the next hour. Why not? The next hour is going to be this. The right hand playing basically what the beginning of the piece was. Da, 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 da. You started with that. But what you have is, you've got two of them before you do the beginning again. You got two of those extra guys before you actually go back to the beginning. Okay? So the beginning was, if you remember, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Now we're adding, the next arrow is two extra guys before you actually do the beginning. The beginning comes in on 3 and. We're playing two of those on 1 and 2 and now, adding it on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. You get the idea? So, that's all it really is. That's all it really is. And 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and the beginning starts on 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So that's really all that is. It's a hodgepodge when you see it played, and it's very, very hard to figure out, but it's just it's that top line, and it's maintaining your meter. That's all there is. And you let that right hand drop in. The left hand is only there to pick up the 3 beats. The right hand ends up way up here. So in terms of strategy, why are we doing this? Well, let's talk about the strategy, because that's the whole point of this whole piano at 10 thing. You got a bunch of notes, a lot of E's. But the strategy is the left hand, if you look at it carefully, I'll explain it, play very softly and explain what's going on. We just ended here. I won't do any pedal. That'll take away from the appreciation. The left hand came up. The right hand got that guy. The left hand got this guy. The right hand gets this guy. The left hand is sitting here for 3 beats before the right hand comes back in. Okay? So it's all strategy. Most of the hands are where they want to be. And one guy is kind of like passing off the torch. This guy picks these 3 notes up because gives the right hand a chance to come down to play the very easy beginning. So, let me run that down again. I'm starting on the last thing we played last night. I'll use pedal this time. I'll play slowly though. Okay, now that's with no tempo or some dynamics. But it's really as simple as that. But if you watch those arrows, easy arrow, and then the last arrow finishes it up. We're going right back to the beginning there. The beginning of the A part that we played at the beginning of the piece. Okay? So it's all strategy. It's a choreography. It's a ballet. Of course there are ghosts here. There's a good number of them, in fact. Goes to the E. Then the left hand had to get up to this E. The right hand had to get up here. The left hand is already here. That had to ghost down to this. and the left hand's got to ghost back down, back to the beginning again, to get down to that bass note at the beginning. Now I'll play it the way it sounds in the piece. Okay? That's the way it's. I think I cheated there a little bit. I changed one little thing. I'll show what I did. I'll even admit what I did. I didn't do that. I went... And I played the left hand for 4 notes and then picked up the right hand. I don't think that's as good as the right way to do it. Get the idea? Yeah. We react quickly. As pianists, we learn really quickly to react really quickly. We don't even think about it sometimes. Your reflexes get really fast playing the piano. Very often I'll do something like open the freezer and something will fall out. And it's in my hand before I even think about it. And that I credit playing piano with that. It's an eye-hand coordination thing. And you can develop it. It comes faster the more you play this instrument and the more you really think strategically. The more in everyday life things happen that you're very fast with all of a sudden. So I hope this shows you that the Für Elise is not really a difficult thing. I've given this piece to kids, and when I teach them the strategy, when I show them the strategy, the biggest problem a kid has, a young kid, is some of these rotations because their hand isn't very big. They have no trouble going because they know how to move their hand. Young kids have an advantage because they have to move their hands so much to do things to get used to that. People with big hands end up with something of a disadvantage sometimes because, man, they can reach all. I can reach that, so I'll put my hand here. They don't learn how to move the hand quickly and let that wrist get them to places. So when you think of having a big hand as a big advantage, sometimes it really, in the long run, is not. Because you think you can cover things. People are always saying to me, boy, you must have big hands to be able to play that kind of thing. And I can reach the 10th. Kind of uncomfortable. This 10th is better. This one, that's easy for me. This is easy. Not as, though. A lot of places here I can pick up 2 notes. But I don't use the size of my hand. Most things don't require it. When people think I have a big hand, it's because I can do... that kind of stuff. And they go, wow, you need a big hand for that. Well, I can't even reach that. If I try real hard, maybe I can get it. I can't reach that. But I can play it easily because I know how to rotate. I know how to move the wrist. That's what it's all about. If you watch my wrist while I play this piece, just forget the fingers. I know everybody wants to watch the fingers. Watch the wrists. For even the wrist down here. Where does it go? I think I have the whole range viewable here. Okay, good. Okay, you didn't see any struggling. I was up here. I was down here. These guys are bringing everybody everywhere. And that's why I say the smaller hand. I had a girl with a real small hand, and she played stuff that you would think her hand was this big. Never saw anybody that loose before with her wrists. Unbelievable. Anyway, this might have been short tonight. I don't know, but I wanted to get to the end of this Für Elise thing And tomorrow night, I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow night, but it'll be hopefully fascinating and something you've never thought of before. New strategies, new practice methods. That's a really big one. Haven't even gotten close to finishing that topic yet. Either a new technique, or maybe we'll get into some musical things like cadences. Cadences are really, really good for everybody to learn. All the keys. I think we talked about them. All these cadences and the different keys. And yeah, possibly. Anyway, so I will see you tomorrow. And when words fail, music speaks.